Hello, everybody. Today, the 10th of March, is a good day. We're going to have baseball. It was a little frustrating throughout this process to see kind of how it played out. But at the end of the day, we're getting 162. The game looks a little different, but it's not a game that I can't love like I always have. So I'm really excited. In recognition of that, we're going to open these packs we've had sitting around a little bit. These three are from Angry Old Man, Ed, and they're, I think, 88 Donruss. 88. This was from Flying Dutchman, and so was this. So we're going to do that. I do have some accompaniment. I just thought I would dig this out. I watched a really great live stream. I actually watched the playback of it. But Elite Hunters, NY Yanks Fan 7, and George, Diamond Yard Sports Cards, did a really great live stream. And they just talked about cards they liked, regardless of value. It didn't matter what they were worth. But they each had a stack of cards they were going through. And there was a lot of love for 85 cards, particularly Donruss and Fleer. So I just came across this the other day. I figured this would be a good background. The 85 Donruss Diamond Kings, Alvin Davis, in recognition of my boyhood hero. We're going to take our time with this. There's no reason to race through these. We're celebrating today. If you're like me and you sort cards and you put videos onto the background, this might be a good video for that. I think it's a good thing to take your time and really appreciate cards. Because as collectors, and I think most of my subscribers probably are collectors, we're not in this to see what the hit is. Obviously, in 88 Donruss, there's not really going to be a hit that's valuable. We're looking at the cards. So, here we got Dave Bergman of the Tigers. I don't have any specific memory of him or Mark Clear. Dave Schmidt, I know he played for the Mariners at one point. Gary Redus. Ron Darling. I have Ron Darling's book, and I have not read it yet. I need to get that done. I think it's called One Night in October, or is it called Game 6 or something like that? I've had it for a long time. It's on my list. I haven't read it. I'll get to it. Eric Davis, man, all the talent in the world. I was thinking of that 1990 World Series where he got diving for a ball and he lacerated his spleen, I believe. And unfortunately, because the Reds owner, Marge Schott, was such a horrible person, Eric Davis had to pay for his own flight back to Cincinnati, which is unbelievable. Kirby Puckett, Hall of Famer. Make a Hall of Fame stack. We usually do. A little off center, but Lloyd Mosby. I've shared many times the clip of him stealing first base when he thought the ball was thrown into the outfield, was actually caught by the outfielder after he stole a base. So then he turned around to go back to first base. Then the outfielder threw the ball to first base and it got away from the first baseman. And then he turned around and he stole second base. So he stole second base, stole first base, stole second base again. And I think I've showed the clip like 4 times, but it's just, I'll never forget it. It's so funny. Jim Presley, another Mariner, very light-hitting infielder. Speaking of light-hitting infielders, there's another one, Jose Lean. Glove man, although did make a crucial error in an important game. Luis Quinones. Len Dykstra was on that 86 Mets teams I referenced a minute ago, Ron Darling's team. Juan Castro, Mike Aldretti, Al Padrique. That was a fun pack. Thank you, Ed. Here's pack number 2. Yeah, I set these aside. I think I got these right around Christmas time, if not before then. And I just didn't really have an occasion to open them, but figure today's the day. James Steels. I have no recollection of James Steels or even this card. I'm certain I've had one before. Lance Parrish. Danny Darwin, great TTM signer. as is Ken Daly. Gus Polliter, don't have many memories of him. Cal Ripken, of course, everyone knows him if you're late 40s like me. Chuck Krim, John Haben, Larry Herndon, John Shelby, Rick Cerrone, Corey Snyder, Eck, Dennis Eckersley, Thad Bosley, Lance Parrish, Kevin Elster. Quick story about Eck, well, really about my brother, who's the one that got me into baseball. He couldn't stand Dennis Eckersley. My brother is very reserved, and he actually played a little semi-pro baseball. And Eckersley was very much the opposite. And Rick, my brother, took great exception to Eckersley. You know, he'd strike somebody out, and he'd shout and point at them. And he didn't like that. And what's funny is nobody hardly ever complained about that. But heaven forbid someone does a bat flip. That's wrong. But Eck can shout and point at people. I don't know. I never quite understood that. Bob Browner, Tim Rock Raines, very happy that he got elected. I thought it was well-deserved. All-time stolen base percentage leader, by the way. If you're looking at how successful someone is stealing bases, Rock Raines is your man. Jim Eisenreich, celebrated in this house because of him being able to be a successful ball player with Tourette's syndrome. There's somebody very close to me that has Tourette's. And so, of course, I appreciate Jim Eisenreich. Jose Guzman. Claudel Washington. I'm after his 85 Topps card right now. I had one way back in the day, and I lost it, sold it, gave it away. And I saw someone's copy of it on Instagram the other day. And I just developed a new appreciation for it. The color combination, the giant trophy. And I had the mini, so that's what I want to replace my other mini with. Trouble is, very hard not to find one that's miscut on the top, that has the little stripe at the top, which I do want to try to find one that's not miscut. So it's probably going to be a while because I'm being picky about it. But I want to get that. I want to get a replacement for the one I had. Mike Greenwell, I have an autograph of Mike Greenwell coming in. That'll be showing up here in a couple days. Greg Brock, Mike Heath, Billy Ripken. We can't see his bat knob there, but we assume that he, I don't know, maybe that's the same bat. Because it was 89 that could be the bat. We don't know. We don't know. Bryn Smith, Ken Williams, Jack Howell, Larry Anderson, who was also a Mariner. Okay, so that's it for the Donruss. Thanks for those, Ed. Those were fun to open. Let's go with the Sport Flicks next. Hope you're enjoying the video. You're sorting your cards. You're eating your whatever. Snack. We'll just say you're having a late night snack. I like to try to guess. You know, I can sort of test my... That's Alan Trammell, clearly. Not only can I see it, but he's a recognizable guy. Hall of Famer. Let's get a stand for Alan Trammell. Okay. And I am going to have to do the trivia myself. Oh, that's the back of that one. I'm going to want to do this. Brown. Chris Brown. Was his name Chris Brown? We're going to say it is. Chris Brown. And then there. Okay, that's the Trammell. I should be getting 3 cards, right? Oh, okay. Here's the other one. Sutcliffe in the Cubs. Seaver for the White Sox. And Carlton for the Phillies. Sutcliffe, Carlton, Seaver. Oh, man, he's good. Well, I guess it's not that complicated. Let's check out our trivias here. They're falling all over. Okay, so this is circa, whatever, 1988 or 86. The World Series has only been decided once by a home run. Who hit it? Bill Mazeroski. Don't even need to look. I'm going to sneeze here. Pardon me. Now, you're going to say that I paused it so I could cheat, but I didn't. Which player stole the most Sorry, which player stole the most bases in a row? For some reason, I was seeing bases as series, and I was like, what? Consecutive bases. Okay. I don't think it's Ricky. There's my options here. So Ricky, Lopes, Reigns, Willie Wilson. We were just talking about Reigns as being the percentage king. I know Lopes stole, I think he's the only guy to steal 50 after turning 40, which is nuts. Something like that. It's either 40 after 40 or 50 after 40, which is crazy. Awesome for him. Willie Wilson. I'm going to go with Rock Reigns. I believe that's correct. Oh, Lopes. Man, I should have gone with Lopes. Oh, man. Okay, some oversized. Whoa. Okay. Oversized. We have a Jim Clancy on the front. And let's check it out. I'm not sure how many cards. Feels like there's about 3 in here. Mr. Davis will have some company back there. Mr. Mariner on the oversized pile. That's got to be Bob Horner with the curls there. Let's see the Brave. Let's see. Bob Horner. James Horner. Oh, my. Okay, let's do a reveal here. We got an Indian. Oh, I recognize that face right away. That's Hall of Famer. Bert B. Homebly 11. There he is. 2 more to reveal. Oh, my. Oriole with a very early 80s hairdo and shades. I don't think I'm going to know the name offhand. John Lowenstein. I am not embarrassed that I didn't get that at all. Here we go. Dodger. I think I recognize him as the first baseman. Good with a stick. Very terrible with a glove. Pedro Guerrero. And there is the Bob Horner. And I'm going to put Bob Horner up reverse here so we can appreciate the Goldilocks. There it is. Thank you. I appreciate you spending some time with me. Go baseball. We're excited. You know, at the end of the day, the important thing, we're getting 162. And for at least 5 years, we're going to have labor peace. And we can just enjoy the sport we love. That's good stuff. And thank you. That's it for today. Remember, we don't count subscribers. We count friends.